What's going on, everybody? It's the Winning Shot Podcast. Listen, we're your hosts, Herbie J. I got Hundo. I got Collin with me, man. We are live. I don't know if we're actually live on YouTube or not, but if we not, that's totally okay. You'll see it whenever you watch it on YouTube, and I promise you there will be clips from tonight's episode that shall go viral. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. And I'm super excited to get into the content this evening, fellas. How y'all doing?
But he said, the clips will go viral. Okay, all right, brother. I see how you feeling tonight. I'm doing good, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, brother. Super glad to hear it.
Yeah, I'm doing good as well, man. Busy with work, but I'm excited to talk to y'all boys today.
Yes, sir, fellas. I'm so glad to hear it, man. As you all see with our banner, we have authentic takes on sports. Me and Colin have been discussing the NFL, and so we had to bring Hundo into it as well, man. And we actually going to talk about something different tonight, but there's been a lot of disrespect in the NFL towards my quarterback. As y'all know, I am a Baltimore Ravens fan, down to the core. My favorite player in the NFL currently is Lamar Jackson. Um, there's been a lot of disrespect towards my quarterback in the past 24 to 48 hours. And I had to come here and address it myself publicly. And I wanted to make sure I should have bought my ring light because I want to make sure you had the best angle of me possible. I want to make sure you could see me, and I got my mics to make sure you could hear me clearly. Because I had to come here and personally address this disrespect because I couldn't take it anymore. So there's been a couple of things that's happened in the past 24 to 48 hours. As you all know, if you've been following the NFL every year for the past, I'd say 5 to 6 years, they've been doing the top 100 players in the NFL. Um, Lamar Jackson was rated number 69 out of 100 players in the NFL, and that was just my first yeah, that's my first gripe, right, for the evening. The second gripe is that after that list came out, there's been plenty of discussion. Even before the list came out, there was discussion about, has the NFL figured out Lamar Jackson? Is he still in his prime? Can he still do Lamar Jackson things? And so that has led to discourse of, top 10 quarterbacks in the league headed into this season and how people feel about, just quarterbacks. And what I've noticed is that there's been a lot of disrespect towards Mr. Lamar Jackson. From very specific people who tend to always kind of give him disrespect. Colin Howard, I'm calling up people tonight for sure. Colin Howard, I'm going next to tag you. I'm going to tag you for sure whenever we drop this. Who else was on there? I seen somebody else. There was another Jeremy Fowler calling you out tonight too. You're bogus. And then there was a couple other people. As I see them, I shall call you out tonight because you have to call out the enemy and tell them that they're wrong. Yeah, yeah, because I'm tired of the disrespect. It's getting ridiculous. People really just get on here and they have created platforms of hate. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how disrespectful you are. Um, yeah, I'm gonna settle down because I want to make sure I come in with a calm mind before I really amp it up. You know what I'm saying? And tell you how disrespectful you are
Get
to
straight to
Lamar
it, bro.
Jackson.
You already rolled up.
I'm already turned up.
You already
Okay,
there now.
say
Get
no
straight
more.
to it.
Um,
You want the solo shot?
now I don't need a solo shot. Y'all can stay right here, brothers. And I want y'all, because I definitely want y'all opinion as I started my rant about Lamar Jackson. We talk about. I feel like I have this conversation every year, bro. Every year, I feel like I have the same conversation about the disrespect towards Lamar Jackson. I really just don't get it, right? You came in and it seems to be every couple years they get into this whole, oh, they figured out Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, why does nobody else in the league, no other quarterback, get that kind of like what's the word I want to use? He gets like a special spotlight because and I understand why. It's because he does things that have not been done before and aren't seen by other quarterbacks in the league. And so they always get to a point every couple of years of had they figured him out, right? He has a down year. We will get to that point, right? He has a down year. And they always say, oh, they figured him out. You look at that first year when he took over for starter for Joe Flacco back in 2018, first year in the league as a rookie, right? He had took over and he started doing Lamar Jackson things, and people were like, "Oh my goodness, he's going crazy." And they got to that playoff game against the Chargers, and they had him shut down, right? And that whole offseason, they said, "Oh well, they figured him out." Now, mind you, it was his rookie year. His rookie year, and they're already saying, "Oh, they figured him out. He's not going to make that. He can't do that in the league. He's not can't do Louisville stuff anymore. Like this isn't college Lamar." Da 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 da. Lamar comes back in 2019 and what does what? Won an MVP. Right? Okay, cool. Best player in football, clearly hands down. It was actually a unanimous MVP. Um, get to a couple years later, 2021, 22, has some dealt with back-to-back injuries. And now, once again, the rumors are coming out, the speculations coming out. You get these people once again: Jeremy Fowler, Colin Howard, others. Mister Get Right Nick, I don't even know his real name, but I know him as that on Twitter and stuff like that. You get to these people, and they just, well, Lamar, man, we always said that this style of play is not sustainable. Why? Why they always trying to put Lamar, my quarterback, in a box? What does he do? Come back in 2023 with another MVP. I mean, every time they get to this discussion of have the leagues figured out Lamar Jackson, he comes back and dominates once again. And so, okay, cool. We get past 2023. And the very next year, 2024, goes even crazier. Has one of the best statistical seasons for a quarterback in NFL history. He does not win MVP, though. Does not win MVP. I still, to this day, say he was robbed of that MVP for that particular season. And we're not even going to debate that tonight because that's not the topic of discussion for this evening. The point then goes on to say he gets back in 2025 last year, and he has dealt with injury, right? He missed, I want to say 6, maybe 7 games last year. No, maybe a little bit less than that. But he wanted to play, I think, huh?
He played like 12 or 13 games last year.
Yeah. And because, yeah, like I think 13. I think he got hurt in that Chiefs game. So I don't know if they're counting that one as a game or not. So he still was cooking before the injury, right? Even still, we had O-line troubles, all these things, not making any excuses for none of this. But you get to the offseason, and now we're here to a point again where they're saying, oh, they figured out Lamar Jackson. Now, cool. I'm not that wasn't the point that's bothering me. The thing that starts to bother me is when they blatantly start to disrespect Lamar, right? You have a list of 100 players in the NFL, and you telling me Lamar Jackson's number 69 out of 100. So you telling me there are 68 men in the NFL that are better than Lamar Jackson. Now I understand that they're going to say, oh, we're talking about last year. I'm going to tell you to look at the stuff last year. I can't wait to see the other 68 people who are ahead of Lamar. Because I can guarantee you, Lamar Jackson is better than half of them. I guarantee it. Guarantee. I mean, it's Lamar Jackson, guys. Once again, there is still fear in the heart of grown men in the NFL when Lamar Jackson steps on the field because they know what he can do, bro. And it really doesn't make sense to me how people just have this deja vu or have this not even deja vu, excuse me, amnesia. They have this amnesia that for some odd reason Lamar Jackson just lost it, as if he has shown you that he's lost it in some kind of way, right? Every year they say, well, he needs to be a better passer. He's thrown 40 plus touchdowns, and they'll still say he needs to be a better passer. I heard somebody today, one of these idiots say, the league's about, being a pocket passer. Who said that? You want the league to be about pocket passing because you have a particular image in your mind of what quarterbacks should be doing. We have continuously dispelled this myth. Black quarterbacks, and even some of these white boys now, are running the football at quarterback. People want mobile quarterbacks. Nobody wants a quarterback just in the pocket the whole game. Nobody wants that, bro. I can guarantee, and these GMs will lie, these team owners will lie, and they will put their names behind anonymous names in these papers and say, "Oh man, I wouldn't do that with Lamar. I wouldn't do that with I don't really da da da." But then they go draft the mobile quarterback. And I'm like, you're bogus. You're literally bogus because you can't. First of all, you're not a grown man. You can't put your name to something. That's one. I done seen too many anonymous sources talking about Lamar, I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it, bro. Too much anonymous. How you a grown man want to be anonymous? Speak your mind. You got all this money, making millions and billions of dollars, and I don't want to put my name to that. Why? Because you're bogus. You're lame. You're a loser.
Stand on it.
Stand on what you're saying, bro. Stand on what you're saying, and it's really just it's insane. We get to a point now today, Mr. Collin Howard. I'm calling you out once again, buddy, because I think you're lame. You're a loser. You're a loser, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I really disagree with your takes. That's terrible. You have continuously slandered my quarterback's name, continuously, and then today you tell me out of your own mouth that Lamar Jackson is not a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He looked me dead in my face. He looked dead in the world's eyes. He said Lamar Jackson. And I'm getting close to the camera because I got it. People read my lips when I say this. He said Lamar Jackson's not a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Y'all let that marinate for a second. Lamar Jackson, 2-time league MVP, should have been 3. Is not a top 10 quarterback in NFL. Let me read out this list of people who he said was better than Lamar Jackson. Here we go. No. I'm not giving you no time to talk on my platform. I just want to see your list, loser. This man said this to me. Let me find this list one more time. I just had it up. I lost it real quick. He had Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. He had Sam Darnold. He had Jared Goff, Caleb Williams. He had, dang it, I can't find the actual 1 through 10 right now. It's pissing me off. my goodness. I tell you what,
they had Josh Allen 1,
mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes 2,
Mm-hmm.
Caleb 3,
Mm-hmm.
Stafford 4, Herbert 5,
Mm-hmm.
Joe 6,
Mm-hmm.
Sam 7, Jared 8, Jordan Love 9, and then Drake May.
Y'all heard that list just like I did, right? And y'all told me Lamar Jackson, a 2-time MVP, one of which was unanimous, couldn't be on that top 10 list nowhere. That's blatant hate, bro. It gets to past the point of disrespect. It gets to a point of just blatant hate, and I don't know why. I really don't know. I have a theory. But I really hate to call people what I really want to call him. So I'm just it really gets to a point where it's like, okay, where's this hate stem from? You can't look at me with a straight face. I can go get me Patriots fans right now that'll tell me that Lamar Jackson's better than Drake May. I can go get Lions fans that'll tell me that Lamar Jackson's better than Jared Goff. I can go get Chargers fans that'll tell you Lamar Jackson's better than Justin Herbert. I mean, I can pull team, and these are not Ravens fans. These are fans of these teams that would tell you straight up, I would love to have Lamar Jackson over the quarterback that you just named as my starting quarterback. Why? Because Lamar Jackson, and they know what he can do with a football in his hands. So it really just perturbs my spirit, man, that he gets this crazy disrespect from the league, from all these men who, a lot of them didn't play college football. A lot of them never made it to the NFL. A lot of them have a voice with nothing to stand behind it. Just putting pen to paper. And we listening to it. For reasons that are unbeknownst to I don't even know why. Because when they say stuff like this, it really takes away from your credibility. Really take Jeremy Fowler. It takes away from your credibility. You really shouldn't be allowed to talk on the mic no more when you take Lamar Jackson off the top 10 list in the NFL. Until the day this man retires, I guarantee he'll be a top 10 quarterback in the league. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer. Look at that list and tell me who else a first ballot Hall of Famer on that list outside of Patrick and Josh. Who? Please. I can't wait for them to tell me. Because Sam just won a Super Bowl, and I guarantee you're not going first ballot Hall of Fame. Guarantee it. So, I mean, we got to start just being real, man, and saying if you hate Lamar, just go ahead and say, I hate Lamar Jackson. I'd respect you much more, Jeremy Fowler and Collin Howard, if you came out and just said, I hate Lamar Jackson. But blatantly just doing it and not putting your hate beside it, not standing beside your hate, you're a loser. You're a coward. I'm calling you out for it, bro. I'm sick of it. It gets to a point where it's just really ridiculous, bro. And this ain't really no Ravens cape. This is real deal. I can give you stats and numbers and show you how great Lamar has been. If Lamar is sorry, or if he was average, I'd say that, bro. I really would. I don't have no whatever. I've said about plenty of Ravens players, hey, you sorry, bro. Daniel Fahalele, he was a Raven for all them years. See, I said he was sorry a lot. I don't have no. You don't just put on the purple and black and I just say you good. That's not the truth. I'm honest. I truly believe Lamar Jackson's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I think that's an easy list for him to obtain. The further debate with me, would you have a more debate with me if you were saying top 5, top 3, top 2? You said top 10 and Lamar Jackson can't be on the list? All right, fellas, I'm done for now. Y'all boys jump in and give me y'all takes. Do y'all believe that what these men are saying? First, give me your thoughts on him being number 69 out of 100, and then tell me if you think Lamar Jackson is a top 10 quarterback in the league, bro.
Uh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Buddy has been injured, so I want Lamar to stay healthy. But we can't deny even Lamar at the top, like, is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I think a lot of people are evaluating Lamar just as a quarterback, but I feel like obviously at his peak, his running ability adds another dimension to how defense have to think about him. Um, and even, I'm kind of confused about the Jared Goff conversation because I don't think there's an argument where you can put Jared Goff definitively above Lamar Jackson. Because I mean, I think Jared Goff has stayed healthy, but he's benefited from solid rosters even back in LA. And so I think a majority of Lamar's career was that they needed weapons, he needed a better OC, and he still produced. And I think he still has that capability. I don't think Jesse Minter would come to Baltimore if he didn't believe he had a top 10 quarterback in the league personally. So I feel like a lot of people are trying to sell high, just because they think Lamar is trending in a downward trajectory. But kind of the same thing conversation we had about CJ. Like, I think this should motivate Lauren. Like, obviously, it's disrespect, but he's got a new coach. He has a new OC. He has weapons on the offense and defense, and so this is his time to prove himself. Um, I think the other thing too is, like, I agree with you with this anonymous source. Like, just state your name, put it out there, and I feel like that'd be more engaging content, and it'll allow people to just be honest about their takes. Like, we have crazy takes on here, but we stand on it, and I can't stand that. Even in the NBA, like, people just say stuff and then just want things to circulate without putting their name on it. But if you have you're getting paid big money to be on ESPN, Bleacher Report, be in the league as an executive. So therefore, you have to deal with the criticism. The players have to do it. So why can't you? Um, but the other thing, I had a question. Like, would it piss you off more if Lamar is 69 and Josh is 1, or just the fact that Lamar is 69?
I think it's the fact that Lamar 69, bro. Honestly, yeah, Josh being one would be crazy to me because he didn't win MVP. He didn't even win MVP last year. So how you gonna put him at number one? Like,
I definitely think
he,
he's gonna be 1.
he's gonna be the one this year.
I think he's gonna be 1. Who else? Maybe Stafford, or I don't know.
Man, I mean, all things are trying to point to this league trying to just give Josh Allen the keys, but he didn't make out a divisional round last year. The Denver Broncos beat him, and nobody's called him out about it yet. Yeah, look at Hundo, look at Hundo. Nobody's called him out about it yet. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just really I find it hard to believe there's 68 men in the NFL. And knowing that one of the they don't have Bo Jackson on this list somewhere, that's insane. Above Lamar, that's insane. They named Cortland Sutton as a guy above Lamar. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
It's insane, bro.
I ain't think Cortland Sutton was gonna be that high.
So I just really find it hard to believe there are 68 grown men that are better at football than Lamar Jackson. Even when he came back from the injury last year, when he, like I said, he took some time off with his injury. When he came back against Pittsburgh that last game of the season, he went off, bro. He went off. Like, he'd make great throws. He put us in great positions. Like, I just really find it hard to believe that they said, yeah, there's 68 men better than him. I think that's what's forget the Josh part at one. I wouldn't even that would really piss me off. It's the fact that they think 68 more people are better than Lamar. 68, bro. I really am intrigued to see what was on this list that as they continue to trend upward. And I said I think what really pissed me off even more is the fact that they're saying that there are 10 quarterbacks in the NFL that are better than Lamar. 10. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This man, Colin Howard, I just saw him say, he said Caleb Williams is a much better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. I said, all right, we're just saying anything now, bro. And like I said, I think it's also the fact that they're still putting up Joe Burrow up on this list. Joe Burrow is a very good quarterback, but Joe Burrow's also been very injured. He's also not made the playoffs. So I'm like, where's the line? Like, where are you drawing these conclusions from? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like the measuring stick is not the same for Lamar Jackson as it is in these other quarterbacks. And it's clear, bro. It's clear as day. It's clear as day because then they'll go back and tell me, oh, when Joe Burrow's healthy. But when Lamar's healthy, what does he do, nigga? He
Right.
wins MVPs. So I'm like, if you're gonna use that argument for Joe, if you're gonna tell me when Justin has all the when the perfect weather is there and Justin's indoors and there's no wind and Justin has a great O line and Justin has great wide receivers, Justin Herbert's a great quarterback. Nigga, you just changed the goalpost 5 different times for Justin Herbert to make the list, and because Lamar had a down year because he was injured, he don't make it. Come on, bro. I find it crazy. I find it crazy. And respect, I give respect and respect this dude. Sam Darnold did what he needed to do and won a Super Bowl out there in Seattle. But respectfully, if Mike McDonald got a call right now and said, we'll trade you Lamar Jackson for Sam packed his bags yesterday. And I guarantee it. I guarantee it, bro. So
I feel like that would be a good exercise too, because I feel like there's a lot of people on that list where it's a conversation.
that's what I'm saying, bro. So I'm like, I'm really just trying. I'm really finding it hard to like see people getting these takes from because they're terrible. They're terrible takes, bro. They're just horrendous. So go ahead, Hunter. What you got to say, brother?
Nah, I'm with y'all 100%. I definitely think Lamar is top 10, easily probably top 5, like without a doubt, in the NFL.
Yeah,
And the fact that he was 69 is crazy to me because like what other quarterbacks are going to be in front of him? I know that one is based off of last season, but still, like if he's at 69, where are some of these other quarterbacks at?
yeah. I'm telling
So
you, bro.
we gonna see what the rest of the list look like, but it's definitely some hate involved in that
Hmm.
process. The fact that he's not in the top 10 is crazy to me, but man, like y'all said, he got something to prove going in the next season, even more fuel to the fire.
Yep. I agree, brother, and that's what I'm hoping he takes it as. I mean, Lamar Jackson's he not gonna come up and say nothing about it. I know him. They'll ask him about it whenever training camp starts. He gonna say, I don't really care. Because that's just who he is. Like, I feel like most quarterbacks would probably give you that answer. Um, but the fans, oh, we're outraged because it's in 4K, Hundo, and niggas got 8K now. So people see it, bro. It's literally there. They had another list come out from coaches, execs, and scouts. They had Josh at 1, Patrick at 2, Matthew at 3, Joe at 4, and Lamar at 5. And I'm like, okay, where'd you get this list from? Because what's your excuse? What you gonna tell me? Oh, Lamar was injured last year. Patrick tore his ACL, and he's still number 2. So what's your? I'm trying to figure out like what. I just want to know the barometer. What are we using to measure here?
Yeah,
So I'm like,
because even if it is based off last season, Pat shouldn't be too.
exactly. So I'm like, how are we measuring this, man? It's like we're measuring off of hate. Literally, it's like I feel like we're measuring off of hate. Just put Lamar as low as we can, and if we can get him lower, then let's do it. But it's like I just don't get it. I really don't get it, bro. But it's okay. It's okay. I have faith that Lamar is gonna come in and prove the doubters wrong, bro.
So, question, John,
Yes,
as
talk
a
to me.
follow up to that list you just started to read off.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going based off of 2025, what would be your top 10 quarterback?
Top 10 quarterbacks based on 2025. Let's see, bro. I'm gonna go Matt. Let me get Matt at 1. Matthew Stafford had a crazy year last year. I'm gonna go Matthew Stafford. Um, mm, Caleb and I would put Caleb and Josh up. Caleb and Drake up there higher. They would be top 10 based on last year. They both had good years last year in Chicago and in New England alike, right? Um, I need so many games Patrick played before he tore his ACL. I don't remember. Um, I think injuries. I mean, injuries do have to play a part in it. I agree with that, which is why I'm trying to understand how they got Patrick at 2. But I think injuries have to play a part into that, right? Um, Same for Joe. I don't think Joe had a good season last year. My personal opinion. They made the playoffs again. So he's not top five for me. He he could be top 10, but he's not top five. Um, I don't know if I can give you an accurate like 1 through 10 though. To be honest with you, because I would need to personally see numbers. 'Cause I'm gonna give you a look at numbers. I'm gonna give you a look at where teams finish stuff like that. I think that would give me a more accurate representation. I don't have that in front of me right now, so I can't give you an accurate 10 like from 1 to 10. Um, and I'm not saying that who they have on this list is wrong. I think that they have them placed incorrectly though, for sure. 110%. I think people have them placed incorrectly if it's based on last season. But from what I'm reading, this isn't. This is based on last season. This is just top 10 quarterbacks, and so that's what's pissed me off. So if you ask me about who's top 10 quarterbacks in the league, we can have a conversation there. But top 10 quarterbacks from last year, I need to do some more research on that, like look at the numbers and stuff. But I can guarantee you this: we're doing top 10 quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson's in that top five. He's in the top three. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee doggone thing. So, yeah. All right. I know I've exhausted that topic. I've talked for 26 minutes about Lamar Jackson. I think him being worthy of being top 10 quarterback in the NFL and more than even top five. Um, yeah, man.
Last thing,
Yeah.
was there anybody that you would take off or that you would put in the top 10?
I think it's interesting they put Drake in there. Over, if we're just like I said, if we're looking at top 10 overall versus top 10 in 2025, I think that's a different list. Drake made it 10 in the top 10 after 1 year of being good. I think it's interesting. I'm not saying he's sorry, but top 10 that's a high regard. So I think I could replace Drake May. Um, honestly, I probably could replace Justin Herbert. I don't know. Justin probably right outside the top 10. Um, Caleb decent. But I need this. I think Jalen Hurts could be added into this top 10 list over any of those three quarterbacks that I just named to you: Justin, Drake, or Caleb. Um, man, yeah, I can get rid of those three. I'd replace those three and then put Jalen in one of those spots. Jalen Hurts. Me personally.
Okay. Anything else you want to add, Colin?
No, I think John said it all. I'm trying to think about who I put on my top 10 list, and the list is pretty accurate. I just feel like there's some people that I would kind of switch around,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I'm not. I feel like the most egregious one is probably like Lamar omission, but yeah, I'm with John.
Yeah, man. I don't see nobody else I want to like add to this list. I'm looking through teams now. I'm like,
I feel like the biggest question for me is going to be Jordan Love because there's been a lot of years where he's been up and down
yeah,
and he's been injured. So
yeah.
I don't know if we can anoint him as top 10 yet. And I feel like based on Cowherd's list, I'm not that sold to put Caleb number 3. I feel like he needs to be closer to 10 than he needs 1.
I told you I feel about that loser
I feel like
already.
he just makes like crazy plays, like electrifying type plays
Mm-hmm.
that probably got him boosted up higher. And I feel like that was probably the only case you could make for
Yeah,
putting him that high. He
yeah.
makes exciting plays.
So, whoop de doo.
Hey, the boys made a playoff last
For
year,
sure.
man.
For
Hey,
sure. I'm not. I don't have an issue with Caleb, bro. I just think, like I said, we got still got to put respect on certain players. That's all I'm saying. I think some people just be a little too high for my liking. We'll see.
Is there any name like that's not on this list that y'all see like jumping into this list next year?
Like I said, I think Jalen Hurts. I think Trevor Lawrence could easily jump one of these guys as well. On the back half of the list, not the front half. Um, I think. Are you jumping the camera like that? I think a healthy Jaden Daniels will come back, man, and make some noise. Out in Washington. So I mean, like, there's definitely guys I think that can add their names to this list for sure. Um, yeah, yeah, that's probably gonna be about it.
Yeah,
Um,
give me Bo Nix too. He just got to be a little bit more accurate.
Hear
Feel
that?
like he could be in that mix and
So I hear that.
in that 9-10 range. Nothing crazy. But I feel like he in that mix with Jaden Daniels, Trevor Lawrence, and that same type category.
Okay, we adding them names. I'm gonna go ahead and add my dog CJ Stroud in there too. I think he got to bounce back. I think he can bounce back.
Yeah, as long as he don't have no dumb interceptions, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Interceptions
If you
terrible.
don't, as long as he played. In the words of these executives anonymously, as long as he's healthy and has all his weapons and the forecast is perfect, I think CJ Stroud can be a top 10 quarterback.
I need to get his eyes checked too.
Yep,
Facts.
that's fine too.
Need to get
I'm
some
gonna add
glasses.
add that caveat in there as well, Hundo. Whatever caveat you need to make the Adam Sad top 10 list, go ahead and do it, and put it anonymously for me.
I got Brock Prediger. I think he can go in the top 10, like close to the 10, but I think he can slide in there this year. Fully healthy.
with all his weapons.
Yeah, with all his
Right.
weapons. Give him his caveats. Go ahead. Give him all his caveats. Since you add caveats for everybody this year. That's fine. Yeah, that's all I got for that, man. Um, I know we need to switch over to the NBA because I know we're in summer league right now. So let's go ahead and make that transition, brothers. I mean, speaking of why we got these lists and things coming out, we got a lot of young guys in the NBA right now in summer league looking to make a name for themselves. More specifically, these young guys who are drafted as these lottery picks. And of course, you got the second round guys as well trying to make names for themselves and make teams respectfully. One name that I continuously see coming up is one of Collin's old guys, man, from Chapel Hill, Mr. Caleb Williams. Was it Williams? Wilson? Caleb
Wilson.
Wilson. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. My bad. But the young man's hooping. I tell you that. Every time I see some numbers, that boy dropping in buckets, getting boards, getting assists. Hey, and I saw an interview he did like right after he got drafted. And he talked about the fact that he wanted to be great, right? And the fact that he wasn't looking to look up to anybody else or to follow a Jordan trajectory or nothing like that. Like he wanted to be Caleb Wilson, excuse me, Colin Wilson, Caleb Wilson. Still think NFL. Caleb Wilson, excuse me. He wanted to be himself, and I mean the young man is doing all of that. So, Kyle, I'm gonna turn over to you, brother. Tell me what you seeing.
All I'm gonna say is the last time the Bulls drafted a UNC guy, things were great.
Kobe White.
I was just thinking that.
Kobe White.
Hey,
Let me great.
I had to add some context.
Hold on, brother.
The other guy.
the other guy. LOL.
Nah, Caleb is elite. I feel like the biggest thing people don't understand is just like with Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, when he played at Florida State, like he came off the bench most of the season, and he got drafted in the lottery, and he is a much better pro than he is in college. And people are using the UNC tape, which Caleb Wilson was elite, but Caleb talked about in the interview that Huber didn't use him much in terms of playing beyond the perimeter. And we're seeing that a lot in his summer league play. And so I just think Caleb is one of those guys where like the college tape versus the pro tape is going to look different because he was pro ready when he stepped on the UNC's campus. So I'm excited to see, what he does with Chicago. Obviously we're going to talk about some more names, but I feel like in terms of the Bulls strategy, it's just going to be interesting to see what they surround him with, because you still got Montes Buzelas, you got Nick Claxton playing at the 5, and then you got Josh Giddey. So their team is forming out, and Norman Powell, and I feel like nobody's really talking about Dylan Swain, and Dylan Swain is like leading the summer league. And I feel like they're building a young core, so they're just gonna have to surround them with talent. And I feel like their championship window is gonna be a while from now, but I feel like they definitely got their franchise player with Caleb Wilson.
Definitely high energy guy playing on both ends, versatile, athletic, showing his full bag, really, like hitting threes at a high clip, playing defense, getting out in transition, scoring at all three levels. Like this is what you want from a top pick. This is what you want to see. So hopefully it translate to the NBA, the real NBA. And we're gonna see what he can do in Chicago.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm excited for him, bro. Like I said, from what he's doing right now, I hope he can make that transition over into the league, right? When the real vets come back. I think it's gonna be an adjustment period, but I think he'll still be able to average what he's doing right now and still be able to hoop in the way that he's doing. I think he's built for it, bro. I think the hype has that's followed him from UNC to the NBA. I don't think it's gonna be too much noise for him. So I'm excited to see that he continues doing what he's doing now, bro. I mean, I really am for real.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot more names we got to talk about
Yeah.
because there's definitely
Oh.
some guys that we have have popped. One of the names that I was wrong about initially was Brandon Beers from Arizona. I didn't know how his game was going to translate, as well on the NBA level. But I watched the game the other day with the Bucks, and he's going to be elite. And I feel like if Ament can just be at least what they project him to be, the Bucks are going to be okay. It's just really a Amen because I mean I feel like Amen has been up and down, but Brandon Burries he can score on every level and he can
Mhm.
he can score when at will. And I feel like it's more so one of those Devin Booker kind of builds. And hopefully, that can transition to being, a franchise player because that could easily turn into a Cam Thomas. So I'm interested to see what that looks like when you got Jaime Jaquez, Tyler Hero coming in because they're going to command a couple of shots, a lot of shots too, and you got Ryan Rollins in that backcourt. So
Mhm.
you know, I don't know if that's the summer league performance or is this going to translate into the actual regular season.
Hey, buddy, get ready to pass the ball.
You're right. Hey, hey,
That
say
man
that
said
straight,
Devin
huh?
Booker type of deal, brother. They got Tyler Hero. Brother, Tyler
Yeah.
Hero's getting all them shots.
Oh well.
Yeah, he nice
Scoring
man.
40 a night. Red and what? Six man. Role player.
That's
Hope to
hilarious.
get 15 minutes a game.
Hey man, he
Yeah.
killing the humbly. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yeah, summer league. Yeah, you heard me. Summer league. Good practice player. Get ready for next summer, buddy.
Not here for
We'll
next
see you
summer. That's
again.
hilarious.
We'll see you in Vegas again next summer.
You crazy. No, I think he's gonna get some solid minutes. And also Darren Peterson. Like Darren Peterson's a star. Like I'm curious to know what that Keontae and Darren backcourt is gonna look like.
Yes.
They got a plethora of different options, and it's clear that Darren can score anything he wants. Obviously, people are going to talk about AJ DeMonsa. I feel like in terms of pro readiness, AJ is definitely more pro ready, but I feel like in terms of upside, I like Darren a lot more. And low key, they're going to be terrible this year. But Cam Boozer has had a great summer league too. Buddy has produced at every level. And I think in terms of his winning mentality, he's going to help build the culture because I feel like one thing I noticed from Charlotte and Memphis is they're trying to rewrite the culture. And I feel like Cameron Boozer is one of those guys who's won at every level. And so I'm curious to know how he transforms that franchise moving forward.
Yeah.
I
Anybody?
think Darren. I think Darren is showcasing his ability to score, which we knew he could do at a high level. But the fact that it's translating over to summer league is good. But we gonna see what happened in Utah. Like you said, they got a lot of young pieces. They still got
Mhm.
Jaren Jackson and Laurie over there as well. Ace Bailey, Keontae George. So we gonna see what happened. I don't know if it's gonna translate to any wins, but hopefully he can keep scoring and stay on the court. And then, like you said, AJ gonna fit right in with Washington. I think as long as everybody stay over there. AD, you got Sar, you got Trey Young. They got a nice little group over there. Collin, they might possibly make the play in. Finally, they
I
might
was a
make.
year off. I was a year off, cuz.
Nah,
But
man, we gonna see, man. We gonna see what happens with these young dudes, man. Like you said, it got to translate to the real thing. Like this
Yeah.
is cool. It's summer league. You playing against a lot of guys that's trying to make a team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not looking too much into it, me personally. But it's good to see these guys hooping.
yeah, I agree. I feel like guys like Malik Thomas and Cleveland like had nice summer leagues, but he's one of those guys where he's gonna kill this summer league, but I don't necessarily know if he's gonna be on the court as much. I think the biggest thing is just kind of seeing some of these guys, like these second round guys, undrafted guys, get chances. Because I feel like we know what top 13 are gonna do or capable of doing, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like summer league at this point is more for the guys who is just trying to make a roster, honestly. So
Hey, and then they had Carter Bryant out there hooping the other day with the Spurs. It was like he going crazy out there.
I mean, he plays against that roster every day. He's like, these guys, they ain't got no 7'5" guy down there.
Well, we got a Wimby down there blocking shots.
Word.
LOL.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. And man, Isaiah Evans been struggling too, boy. They said that
Yeah.
man was like 2 for 25 from the field, bruh. I said, oh my
horrendous.
gosh. Hey,
That's
keep shooting.
crazy. Keep shooting it is crazy.
That's all he
Yeah.
good for. You gotta keep shooting.
LOL.
Yeah, I feel like him and Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff, if you look at those shooting numbers, they've been nasty.
But hey,
But
what did we talk about when he got drafted? He going there to get his shots up. He going to get his stats in Sacramento. It don't even matter, bro. Keep shooting. Get yours, bro. Y'all about to be sorry.
Yeah.
They about to have another top 5 pick.
yeah,
Get your shots up, Acuff.
what was their pick this year? What was he? Was he
I
like
don't
9
know.
or 10?
He was probably like 6 or 7. I think they
Yeah.
was in that 6 or 7 range.
So I was gonna say with the lottery, the new rules, can the Kings have a top pick again next year?
They better hope.
Yeah,
I hope to get back in that range they was in just now.
Nah,
Facts.
I feel that.
Because he was what? He was 7. He was the 7th pick.
yeah, I feel that. So
Yeah, man.
so the final decision, where do y'all boys think Braun's going?
I saw something today that said like Cleveland or the Warriors, but it's sounding like Cleveland in all honesty. But ain't no telling with Brian. Brian might pull a Denver Nuggets or something crazy.
Ew.
76ers.
Nah, that would be tough. That'd be tough. I think I said my top three, like I said, for me personally, was Cleveland, Philly, or San Antonio, bro. That's my top three for him to go. I can see him doing well in all three of those places and helping those teams get back to, for the Spurs get back to a championship. For Philly, maybe get over the hump if Embiid can stay healthy, and then out in Cleveland, I mean him, Harden, and D Mitch, man, them boys can make some noise too. So I can see him making some noise at all three of those places. I've been hearing a lot of rumors, right, speculation that he could potentially go to Minnesota, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the place for him
That's a
personally,
headache, bro.
huh?
That's a headache.
I agree. Also, I don't know if that's the place for him right now.
He about to be stressed.
Yeah,
Straight grays.
Ag-
He about to
Agreed.
be a babysitter.
Maybe it's hilarious.
As soon as he sees LaMelo out 6 to 7 weeks, yeah, I'm coming home.
LOL.
LaMelo and hit a curb.
I think the in terms of storylines, Cleveland makes the most sense. I'm just not a fan of Braun and Harden and him going out like this because I just see early playoff exit. Um, I'm still intrigued with the Miami. Like I don't know if that's a finalist for him, but I think you can make it kind of work out with him, Giannis, and Bam, and just add some shooting. And I feel like the Warriors, it's gonna be fun, but in terms of that roster, I feel like they're getting older. I'm curious to know if they sign Braun. Is he gonna sign to a vet min? What are you gonna re-sign Draymond to? What does that look like in terms of Jimmy Butler's recovery? And how did the other guys produce? I feel like Braun is still kind of waiting to see what other moves are going to be made before he makes a decision. And I feel like some of these other teams is just smoke screens. Like I even saw a tweet today talking about his relationship with Tyrese Halliburton might encourage him to go to the Pacers. I'm like, people just want news headlines at this point. So in terms of finalists, I think it's just going to be the Cavs, Warriors, or the Heat.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all see the social media post earlier with Brian laughing at the dude who said that Miami would be a play-in with him and Giannis? He just sent the laughing emojis back. I said, okay, see what type of time Brian is on. Brian said, I'm gonna go to Miami and prove you wrong.
Yeah, I think whenever if he does make a decision, of course it's gonna be LeBron, so it's gonna shake the NBA, right? Now, because of course, depending on where he goes, will actually determine if it's a needle mover. In the words of Colin, we're gonna see if wherever he goes really moves that needle, bro. I think LeBron's chasing one more chip, bro. He's I mean, what 42? So I think he's chasing one more chip, bro. I think he got one more in him. One more hoorah, and he gonna call it quits. So if I'm LeBron, me personally, I'm headed to San Antonio. But that's just me. I'm going to play Wimby. You see what he's doing. You got to do too much. He's got to
Facts.
be Braun in playoffs. We wait to the
Be a
playoffs.
leader.
Yep.
Lead them to victory.
What they say, be an OG, be a mentor. You mentor the young boys for about 82 games. He's in playoffs. All right, so let's work. Now we can work for real.
Brian with the ball in his hands versus De'Aaron Fox versus the Knicks. They wouldn't have blew them leads.
Nope, most definitely not. Most definitely not. So if I'm LeBron, and I want to win. It's really for me. It's not too hard of a decision. I'm headed to San Antonio immediately. Actually, I'm probably on the plane already. Saying, "Hey, Wibby, let's get straight through it, my boy." I mean, what better opportunity would it be for Wimby to play with LeBron for a year? Oh my gosh! I mean, even for a year, you can really get you a chip. You just lock in. So,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I feel like this is if I'm Wimby, I'm like, hey, this is why I took the pay cut.
yes, this is why.
Go ahead and make the move.
Make it, bro. I don't. You don't have to take no vet minimum. You can have some of that money, right? I left some of it just for you.
I left some for you,
I left
Brian.
some just for you, Brian. What? Come on, come on,
Yeah.
for real. Because Wimby did just sign that big old contract, and I could have took 305, but I left some bread for Brian on the table. Let's do it.
You better than me. I would have took all the money they was offering me. What?
That's real.
I need all of that.
But he's trying to win a chip, so I respect that. I respect trying to win a chip, bro.
De'Aaron Fox, peace.
Hey, nah,
Let me get some of your money, De'Aaron.
nah,
How about you give up some of your money for that playoff performance?
I
De'Aaron?
agree with you.
That's
110%.
what I would have said.
Yeah.
I'd have been looking at everybody else on the roster. Y'all give up some of y'all checks.
That's real. That's
Matter
real.
of fact, Bismack, give me your whole check.
Nah,
We don't even need you no more,
you
bro.
don't need that
You
check.
can go home.
Sure. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I didn't get that because I mean, when Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper up, I don't expect them to take pay cuts. So I'm
Right.
like,
Bruh,
when
they
we get
getting
your
all
money,
of theirs, bruh. And you want to be a team player.
Well, I think in all fairness to Wimby, we know this is not gonna be his last contract. Whatever contract he get next is also gonna be a supermax. So I don't think he's like too pressed right now. He gonna sign his 5 year, and he gonna sign another 5 year, and they gonna hand him a blank check next time too. So he what 19 right now, 20. So it'll be 25. Yeah, huh?
You like
I think it's like 22.
He's 22.
Oh, let me check.
Dang, I was say he older than I thought he was. He only been in the league like 3 years.
Yeah, this is true.
It's
Yeah,
22.
Dang. Okay, well, still at 27, he'll get another supermax. I don't think he's too worried about not getting. And next one, I guarantee he'll take all his money. He not. Especially if they don't win nothing in the next 5 years, he definitely take all his money. He ain't no.
If they haven't won something in the next 5 years, that's disappointing.
Oh, it is. I agree. It's disappointing, but he definitely taking all his money for sure in the next contract. That's a guarantee. He probably went to
Do
this
you think he's
contract.
going to be?
Huh?
Do you think he's going to be the first $100 million player a year?
I mean,
What's the high right now? Down in Michigan,
what
like
is it?
70, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's 75. His last year is going to be 75 a year.
He'll be close to it.
Yeah.
It'll probably be by like 90, 85, 90 range by the time he get paid again.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be close to it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, $100 million a year would absolutely be insane. I mean, how can you pay anybody else who pays somebody $100 million?
That's baseball money on a shorter length contract.
Facts.
Facts.
Because ain't no basketball player signing no 10-year contract.
Nah, that's true. Bro.
Yeah, I don't know. That Young's gonna mess it up for a lot of like teams because like we were kind of talking about via text, Sundo, but like I think they're gonna have to make adjustments to that second apron because I feel like a team like San Antonio is a good example because San Antonio did the work in investing and drafting Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, even like a Carter Bryant and the pair alongside Wemby. But in about probably 2 years, they're gonna have to make some tough decisions in terms of that roster. And like, we're talking about the Celtics trade, but I feel like a lot of teams are like pointing the finger at Brad Stevens, which the trade we have our differences about. But I feel like in terms of getting rid of star players, there's going to be a lot of crazier trades that we're going to see in the next couple of off seasons, just because owners are not trying to get on that second apron.
Yeah, and I'm not even mad at the decision to not pay the players that crazy amount, especially if they're not bringing no title for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we talked about offline, like if Donovan Mitchell is able to bring a title to Cleveland, nobody's talking about that contract.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't bring a championship to Cleveland, everybody gonna be looking at him like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have signed him. And I think a lot of more teams are going to have to make that decision. Like, are you willing to pay a star player X amount of money, buku amount of money, to get a championship, essentially?
Yeah.
And how many championships is enough? Also, because we saw Jaylen Brown bring in a championship,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gets shipped.
It's about it there.
So, yeah, we gonna see what some of these teams do, man. Because
Thanks.
I sure wouldn't be paying all that money for somebody that's not bringing no championship. Devin Booker, don't pay him. I wouldn't pay him. Trade him.
Trade him is hilarious.
Yes, Devin Booker had to catch a straight. I'm sorry, Devin Booker, but I'm not.
But I mean, how many teams, if GMs have your mindset, how many teams are actually going to trade for Devin Booker? Because trading him means that you got to pay the extension.
That's facts.
Somebody will do it. I mean, he ain't gonna be a free agent. Somebody will do it.
Somebody definitely will do it.
Somebody will do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, shoot, Philly about to have to do it.
Yeah.
Buy Embiid.
That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy.
Bro, they got a younger big three. And a less injury prone big three.
But who's going to take on that contract?
Yeah, who's taking the Embiid contract?
Somebody get him at a discount. That's
not taking a discount.
That's what it's gonna come to though. Embiid is up there. He getting up there in age. Nobody's gonna pay him a crazy amount of money. He gonna have to come down on that number.
That's true.
And I think that's what's probably gonna have to happen. Unless a team is willing to pay that crazy amount. And some teams are desperate.
Yeah.
Let's not act like some teams aren't desperate. The Kings would gladly play that for Embiid.
I mean, 2029, he's gonna be making $67 million. Hey,
did you think the Cavaliers would be paying Donovan Mitchell 76 million, 75 million?
I think he needed money, Hundo.
I don't think Donovan Mitchell and Joel Embiid in the same timeline.
They aren't, but still, it's the principle of the number being that high. Somebody's gonna pay that number.
Yeah, I just don't see like a. I feel like for us, like the problem with the Jaylen Brown trade is like if you're a contender, nobody was gonna trade their star players if you think you're gonna win and pay Jaylen Brown that extension. And then for the sorry teams, it's like I'm gonna have to gut my roster and pay this guy close to 75 plus a year, and he's not gonna win us a championship by ourselves. I feel like the only player you could ever do that for is really Prime Braun. Like to say definitively, I'm gonna pay you this money and gut my roster. And I feel like a lot of teams like are not taking on some of these older guys' contracts like they were before. Because like Embiid's gonna require at least probably a couple of rotation players and some firsts and a pick swap. So what team is doing that? I don't even think the Kings are doing that if A-Cuff pops off, because it's just like Embiid and A-Cuff are not going to win a championship. I'll just wait and let A-Cuff build, and then we'll just surround him with young talent.
That's real. I'm just saying somebody going to have to pay that money, or he going to have to take a pay cut. One of the two. Somebody's going to be willing to pay that money. Because as long as he stay healthy. Now, if he's getting hurt before he has to get up out of there, it's going to be the same conversation. That trade value is going to go down. I mean, shoot, we saw it with Jaylen Brown. The trade value went down significantly.
Facts.
Yeah.
They had him in Giannis trades and ended up with Paul George.
Hey, bro.
Just think about that.
Don't piss me off tonight, brother.
Just think about that.
Don't piss me off tonight, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm having a
So
good
so
night.
if the 76ers are looking to get a crazy haul, it might not happen.
Yeah, because Embiid is 32, bro. He's 32. And you said 2029?
Yeah, 2028-29 season. So
Even
2 years.
35, 34. I'm not paying that much for a 35-year-old 7-foot man.
What did KD go for? Because KD started getting passed around later in his career.
Yeah, but I feel like KD can still get. He's durable. He's not sitting out a bunch of games, and he can still get you a bucket.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like if Embiid shows to be healthy, that trade value is still high. But if he's still getting hurt, that trade value is not going to be nothing crazy to get him.
Yeah,
I think a team would be willing to pay that if they don't have to give up nothing crazy.
I hear that.
Who's next on your team to play? Cat?
Maybe.
Because I feel like
I think everybody locked up till after next season. I would think.
Jalen not up for contract?
I'm sure he'll probably renegotiate.
Yeah,
restructure it.
Definitely.
Because he had took a pay cut before.
He not taking nothing, no pay cut no more.
Never.
Hey, and the Knicks will pay him.
They about to,
he might get 80.
He built a statue.
He about to get a life contract.
Yeah.
He's on the death row.
Nah, for real. Really is.
That boy about a championship to New York. That boy. Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain is crazy.
You gotta pause with it.
Yeah, the yes, Captain is diabolical, bro.
Like, stand up.
Please. Please.
Hey, I'm just
hey, John.
But
he did the salute too.
He saluted, bro. Hey, y'all. All right. Yeah. It's about time for us to get him off here. I can see how you coming down.
Hey, no. We still got another section left, fellas.
Oh, we would say yes, Captain.
Now, this was the Knicks' perspective, bro, not me, bro. You know, I don't even like how the man plays. Hey, see. Talking about me.
Hey, we gonna clip that. We gonna clip that for sure.
Hey,
we clipping that. We clipping that. Hey, Collin. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yes. Hey, Collin, I about to pour the honey on that nigga, bro.
Hey, nah, that's too far. I'm not on no James stuff. Relax.
Oh,
that's
my
gotta be the title of this episode. Boy say yes. All right, man. What's the next section?
What's the last thing, though?
We got to do the who's better, man.
All right, Collin, I'm gonna let you take over, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't watched the whole thing of the game, but like we talked about with the last episode, we looked at every aspect of a wide receiver. We did route running, we did tough catchability, speed, and we said who is the best in that category. So we can kind of do the same thing with quarterbacks and just split it up into categories, and then pick at the end just say who we think the best quarterback in the league is.
Okay.
All right. So I would start with accuracy. Who do you think is the most accurate quarterback in the league?
Probably Matthew Stafford. I'm probably say Matthew Stafford, bro.
Who you got, Hondo?
I feel like Goff is pretty accurate. Is he not?
He's pretty accurate too.
I feel like Jared Goff's pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's pretty accurate.
I'll probably have to say Jared Goff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stafford too. I think Stafford is got pinpoint accuracy, especially in clutch situations.
Like,
So next is mobility.
well, Lamar Jackson.
That's you got, Hundo.
Yeah.
All right. IQ.
Mm.
Who is the smartest quarterback in the league?
I'm gonna go Pat.
I'm gonna go. Man, this can be. It's not really controversial. I just think he's just old. I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers.
I got you. I'm gonna go Matt Stafford again. I think Matt Stafford. I feel like the same thing we saying about Rodgers. You got to say about Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't.
Who's the most clutch quarterback?
Mm. Most clutch quarterback in the league. I'm gonna go. I say Patrick.
I'm gonna say Caleb Williams.
My thing is like, how much of that is Caleb and how much of that is Ben Johnson?
I don't know, bro. I feel like the player got to make the play at the end of the day.
It's fair.
It's true. It's true.
I think I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes. I think even injured, he still can make the. I trust him in the fourth quarter. Last one is just like arm strength. I got Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Josh.
This boy refused to say Josh.
No, Josh got a great arm, man. I give Josh. I give Josh. He got a cannon between him and Joe Milton.
Cut the show, man. Hey, yo, what's wrong with this man?
Nah, you sound bogus, just like them analysts you was talking about earlier.
You said who got the? You said arm. You just said arm. You didn't say accurate. You said best arm. That's what you said.
How many throws has Buddy thrown?
I don't know. I ain't counting. I can't say how many throws Josh Allen threw.
That boy going back to the Tennessee tape.
Word.
Who's the best?
Boy ain't threw no passes since practice.
Who's the best quarterback in the league, John?
Lamar Jackson.
You think he's the number one quarterback in the NFL right now?
Hey, don't ask him no follow-up question. You heard me, man.
Yeah, I'm not changing it.
Don't ask him no follow-up question.
I'm gonna tell you what I said. I'm gonna say it again. Lamar Jackson.
But he said, I want to make sure I heard you right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Number 69,
Read my lips. Lamar Jackson.
Nigga, back up. Hundo, who's the best quarterback?
I'm still going Pat.
Wow. I'm gonna go Josh. I think Josh Allen. I think Josh and Matt is like one A. But I'm gonna go Josh. I think he's more mobile, complete player, and I feel like it's his year. It's this year he has to get it done. This is Super Bowl or bust, like we talked about on the last episode.
Unprovoked, John.
Yeah. Unprovoked.
You didn't even have to say all of that.
Yeah.
Bro, you didn't even have to say all of that.
Context.
It was a quarterback name, bro. You didn't have to do no explanation.
Hey.
No nothing, brother.
Hey, Hundo. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying a word. You got it. You got it. You got it, big dog.
Yo, unprovoked, bro. Nobody asked you to say all of that, bro.
Yeah.
This the year, huh?
This year.
You sound like a Cowboys fan over there. This is year, right?
This the year.
You gotta get it done this year. Like we talked about on the pod, John. Like, there's no excuse anymore. Like,
No, there's not. There's not. They've been speaking for a couple years, but it's okay. It's okay.
Who do y'all think has to win now? Like, what quarterback that y'all think is top 10 that has to win?
Lamar and Josh. And we got to add Joe to the list to keep adding them top three, top four. So them three, all AFC quarterbacks got to win.
I feel like it's a lot of quarterbacks that need to win. Will they win? Who knows? Because like
Facts.
I don't see Justin Herbert winning,
I
and
don't. I don't
he's
think he's gonna win now list
he's in
personally.
the top 10.
Yeah, but you said win now. I don't see him on win now list. Outside of out of those quarterbacks I named, he's not on that list because he's not on that level. For me personally,
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the trifecta is Pat. Like I'm just not from this past year, but just in general, people like putting Pat, Joe, and Lamar in that trifecta, and people were trying to slide Joe into that list. And I'm with you, John. Like I'm kind of done with the excuses. Every year they're like on paper the best team in the AFC. Like people talk
hmm
about how scared they are, and like I said before we started by it, we're one more injury away from this man being labeled injury prone, and you got to make some tough decisions. So I think he is the most like you know in dire need to win.
hmm hmm Gotta get it done.
Yeah.
Gotta get it done. No excuses. They done paid Jamar. They paid T. They gave some help on the defensive side of the ball. You lose now in Cincinnati. Your coach gone. First of all, we said this last pod. Your coach gone, and then you are gonna start losing players. You are gonna start losing friends, buddy. So you make something shake quickly.
Yeah, and I feel like they don't have a lot of great young talent. Like, I mean, I know like Chase Brown is fairly young, but you traded away your 10 pick to New York for Dexter Lawrence. Shamar Stewart hasn't panned out, and I feel like on both sides, besides Jamar and T, I don't see any like promising young talent on that team.
You're correct on that. You're actually very correct on that. So yeah, yeah, man. Put up a shut up, Tom. Time to get it done. Time to get it done, fellas. I'm excited. We're right around the corner from the NFL, and before you know it, we'll be talking about NBA too. So let's get to training camp. We got what's going 2 weeks of training camp. Ricky's probably start reporting. Probably the next week or two. Ricky's still gonna start reporting. I know Ravens start. I know we start training camp at the end of the month. So
Yeah.
it's time to get straight to it. Time to get straight to it. Back to the best time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. NFL season. NFL season. But yeah, that's all I got. Anything else? Any final thoughts, fellas? We
Nah,
appreciate you
man.
tapping into the Winning Shot podcast. We appreciate y'all continuing to give your takes, give your comments, your likes, your subscription. Continue to like, subscribe, share, and if you got your top 10 list, quarterbacks, top five list, top two list, drop it in the chat. I would love to debate with you. Um, if you think that these losers, once again, Jeremy Fowler and Colin Howard, these two faced hypocrites, you think they're accurate,
Coward.
then
Bruh. Hey,
um,
he he been calling Buddy the wrong name the whole time. You just gotta let it go.
you think I respect them enough to correct it? I don't. I don't. So he know who he is, and I'm gonna tag him correctly when I tag him. So that don't really matter to me. Um, yeah, but yeah, we appreciate y'all continuing to tap in, man. We love the support, we love the banter, and we just going to continue to bring y'all great content. We are super excited for the season. We're super excited for all that's going to continue to happen at the Winning Shot podcast, and so we appreciate y'all being along for the journey and the ride. We will see you at the next appointed time next week, same time, same place. We'll catch y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.